What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve again with Rake and Profit, coming back to you with another quick tip video. And in today's quick tip video, I wanted to give you a tip for when you're scanning for clothes or when you're sourcing for clothes at the thrift store. And I know this might vary depending upon where you live, but over here in Connecticut where I live, the clothing racks are jam-packed, especially at the Salvation Armies. And at times it's really hard to go through every single piece of clothing on every single rack because some of these stores around me, like I said, in my given area, they're huge. There's so many clothes, they're jam-packed, and it would literally take 3 hours to get through all the racks. And if you want to hit 4 or 5 stores, it's almost impossible. So the quick tip I want to tell you is, given that sometimes you're not going to be able to go through all the clothing racks, if you're ever sourcing for clothes and you're going through a specific clothing rack and you find something super rare, like for example, I was going through this one rack today at the Salvation Army, and I came across a pair of Ralph Lauren pants, but it wasn't any ordinary Ralph Lauren pants. It was actually the double R Ralph Lauren pants, and if you're not sure what that is, look it up. It's very rare, very high end, and right when I found that, I said, wow, whoever donated this had a lot of money. This is definitely higher end designer, and I knew right then and there that I had to go through that whole entire rack. I mean, not everything in the store, but at least that one rack that I was looking at, because more often than not, if I ever find something super high end, maybe like a Versace shirt, or maybe like a super high-end suit, maybe like a Joseph A. Banks suit, signature gold suit, which could go over $1,000. If I ever find anything like that within a given rack, I'm going to make sure to go through the whole rack because a lot of times you're going to find similar items. And the reason is because usually if a real rich person or someone with a lot of money donates stuff, it's usually high end and they donate more than one thing. Or maybe somebody passed away, they had a lot of, expensive designer clothes. So make sure to go through that entire rack. And I did that today. I found a lot more crazy stuff, all the same size. I found some Versace pants. I found a whole bunch of Ermenegildo Zegna pants, or Yegna, however you pronounce it, and a few other really high-end stuff that's going to make me a lot of money. And if I didn't take that extra time to look through that whole rack after finding that first pair of double R Ralph Lauren pants, that I never would have found it. So if you ever find anything really rare, super expensive, this could be with any type of item, make sure to really scan or look around that given area because there's a good chance that there's going to be more stuff like that that had been donated from that from the person who donated it, for the person who originally owned it. So hopefully that quick tip helped. I know, guys, it's hard to go through all the racks sometimes, especially where I live. I mean, some of these Salvation Armies are just huge, and you kind of got to pick and choose and kind of weigh out what's worth your time and whatnot. But hopefully this tip helped. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. Keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.